question or statement from Reagan that this is being handled well. Thoughts?
I look at this as an opportunity for Shedeur Sanders. I don't look at it as a setup or he's in a bad situation, because for Shedeur in this particular situation, adversity has been a part of his journey. He's responded to it. I didn't think he was a 5th round pick. I was not shocked that he didn't go in the 1st round. I have sources, y'all, and no, it was on the cuff of that. 5th round was absolutely insane. And I agree with Stephen A. when he talks about him getting drafted in the 5th round had a lot to do with outside things other than football. But in this particular opportunity,
from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
How many times have we seen 3 quarterbacks get hurt for a 4th or 5th string guy to get an opportunity to play in the preseason game and get the bulk of the reps and have an opportunity to change the perception? If Shedeur Sanders, it don't have to be great. It don't have to be awe-inspiring. It has to be solid. I can run the offense. I can do this in a manner in which case the fans kids like, okay, we want to see him with
and
more
the opening
reps,
kickoff
with the
will
better
not be
players when we get to
returned, as
practice.
that
He's
will be a
auditioning
touchback.
in this preseason game for an opportunity in practice to play with the guys that are going to play on Sunday. And I think if he takes advantage of it, we will all sit here and say, yeah, they should have took Shedeur.
Ray hits Ferguson, a large, convincing man. Look at his eyes.
What I love about first take.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
About first take.
Good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And so
I like how they went the tight end on a nice little underround there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And somehow, some way.
Meanwhile, Prescott throwing to the hands of Pickens. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
But during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw on 2nd down, Sanders. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Don't play smart of this guy, all right.
Sanders now from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. The handoff to Ford up the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is Ford. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive. And he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll send Judy in motion left. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. That's going to lead him to 4th down.
Space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal? This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This one swung out to Will. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Prescott. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They will start this drive with Ford. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battle holes at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Sanders to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Foreman will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Back to Foreman on first. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. On the delay, here's Hines. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Off-play action. Sanders. He gets it left side to Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Johnson goes in motion left. Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Well, he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. To throw is Sanders. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Foreman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Foreman. And he's got it down to the 28.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 28 yards. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Hopkins with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there that sets him up now first and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They give it 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Sanders again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, CeeDee, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Prescott.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Prescott.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
He's got room to roam.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And again, it's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's got daylight. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Sanders.
Damn!
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there, break it, and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's Sanders. Off play action. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They run with Ford. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Okay, I can
But so the line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Calm down, Bishop.
Now it's Hines.
I'm playing the game.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Don't start this shit.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Sanders now to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays.
As Sanders has it poked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The throw over the middle, taken in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I thought he did.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Prescott down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Prescott from the gun. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Again, they turn to Ford. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 3. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought
still ain't got 50 rushing yards.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This is Ford. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Sanders. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Off play action. Sanders. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the ground, it's Ford. Brought down in the play by Deron Bland.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down now, it's Ford, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Sanders. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles, Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh, my God.
Makes the catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Looking to throw. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pick up there, 22.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught inside the 5. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Well, this likely a must-have. Third and goal. They'll look to throw. And Prescott, his third interception. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Sanders on 3rd down. As Sanders has it poked free. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And out of pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To throw is Sanders. To throw on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. Wow. On the left side, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, Elliott. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson
from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it 24-13. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Sanders. Throwing on first down. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Sanders now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd and 10. This is Hines. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Back to throw. Sanders. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
That's complete to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And that's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
To throw, Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And that's caught by Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now second down and a few inches. Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked out by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Bishop Sadie.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed.
Give it up for the ladies.
The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Damn, they shut us down in that second half. Relatively boring game. Court go. George Pickens balled out low key.